I made the relish spice mix base curry multi-purpose one yesterday on the video. So you can always keep it freezing. I've got about 400 ml of the relish spice mix multi-purpose gravy. To that I'm gonna do the Pyaza. This one is dedicated for the onion lovers. And I know less anyone in India. What happens is sometimes if the government cannot keep the onion price on check, that's when they lose the election. That's how important onion is to Indian cuisine. But in this dish, you have to add twice the amount of the onions. So when the onion prices go high, we said we can add extra chicken, but please don't ask us to add extra onion. That's how it becomes. I know less anyone, they will know this conversation. Welcome to Currykingvinny. Today we're going to do the Pyaza, which means twice the proportion of the onion. The first proportion is we used the base, and the second one I've got cubed onion segregated. I've taken about 3 medium-sized onion. I segregated. Rest of them I kept it. I just chopped it and used it for another things. So I've got a pan on a high heat, medium to high heat, and I'm gonna add about good 3 tablespoons of oil. Bring the heat up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put the whole spices in first. So 2 cinnamon and a whole red chili, couple of cardamom and the bay leaf. So if you notice, most of the dishes all done in the similar pattern. So just make sure you grease the pan nicely. The spices will release the aroma within about 30 seconds, and I'm going to add this onion to fry it so certain way when all the edges get light golden and the onion still stay intact. So when you have the curry, you bite into this beautiful sweetness of the onion. So if you cook the onion rightly, you don't need to add extra sugar. I know like a lot of the restaurants, they have to add sugar because if the onions cook perfectly, it releases the natural sweetness to the curry. You don't need to extra onion. So now the spices started releasing the aroma. I'm gonna get the onions in first. So I'm gonna fry the onion until it's light golden, and then meanwhile what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna mix the relish spice mix in water and keep it on the side for 10 minutes. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of relish Pyaza mix. So this is enough for 2 portions of restaurant curries. Just adding some water. So always add about 100 ml water. Just give about 10 minutes before you add the next ingredient. So we don't want to burn the spices. Now get the onions sauteed. Ooh, our pan's hot. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till for another 2 to 3 minutes before the onions ready. So as you can see, the onions are nearly done. So I'm just gonna add it. Just scoop it out. If you leave a bits of in it, just don't worry about that. It's fine. So we're gonna add this onion right at the end, just about 2-3 minutes before we take off, so that way we have this really beautiful crunchy onion. And the most important thing is, do not let this oil go waste because that's full of onion flavor. To do that, I'm just gonna add our relish spice mix to it. So on the next, just give it a stir, fry the mix for 30 seconds, add the chicken, cook on high heat, keep doing what you're doing. If you're messing about, keep messing about. If you're cooking, keep cooking. So I want to make sure the chicken is all smothered with the relish spice mix and does not have any more pink. So we got 400 ml of base sauce. So I'm going to add about 300 ml of water and then add the base and get the sauce cooked So what I'm going to do here is, the base does not need to be cooked for too long. I'm going to add the water. I've added about 200. I can always add some water more later on. And then add the salt. Yeah, the base sauce is never have too much salt anyway, so just add the base paste to it. Look at that. And then we're gonna cook the whole thing until the chicken is tender on high heat, or 15 minutes non-stop on high heat. Let me just show you how the texture will change. Look, now adding water on the base. That's before we even start cooking. We got the sauce. So yeah, I think it can take a little bit more water, but this time I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna clean up the dish, because that base is gold. What weight of is gold, so don't want to waste that. There you go. And now I'm gonna cover with a lid and full on heat for next 15 minutes. Once the chicken is cooked, add the onions. Look at that. So we managed to keep the texture of the onion intact till the curry is cooked. That's the reason I like to keep the onions on the side, and just give it a gentle mix. Now we're gonna taste, because the onions will add sweetness to the curry. So just gonna taste for the seasoning. Yeah, it needs a touch of sugar, but also it needs a little bit of salt and lime. But when you add the lime, you just want to finish it off. So you add the lime and some fresh coriander. Give it a stir. So that's it. Your chicken Pyaza relish spice mix way. So this recipe, we used the base curry. We used 400 ml base gravy to create. Look at that. That's enough for more than 3 people. All we used was 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of relish spice mix. That's the only spice you need in your kitchen cupboard. Let's make the life easier and cook the curries as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit currykingvinny.co.uk, order your relish Pyaza mix. You onion lovers, you will love it. Have a good day.